Here we go. All right, guys. Good morning, everybody. This is KEL, and today is a wonderful day. Today we have more than 90 people online this morning, 14th of July. Wow, 2026. Crazy special. Oh, sorry, it's not crazy special. Oh, I got my thing wrong. Let me just correct this. Give me a moment. Wrong one. No wonder. Just give me a moment, yeah? Okay, should be like this. Okay. All right. Okay. So today is the 14th of July, 2026, Crazy Global Market Talk with KEL. Crazy anytime, anywhere. All right, guys. Good morning to everybody. I see a lot of good morning in the comment box. Janet, good morning to you. John, good morning. Shona, good morning. Tui, good morning. Susan, good morning. Dennis E, good morning. Chan Sopar, good morning. And Sita, all right. And I Sita, good morning to you. All right, guys. Wow, we hit 100 people today. Magnificent. Wow, thank you so much for all the strong support. Yeah. All right, guys. It's very happy to see so many people starting to appreciate and love Crazy now. And I can guarantee you that by probably 2 months down the road, we'll have more and more people joining us. I'm very certain of that. So good morning to you, Butana, Kong Sing, and Natlan. And Kesa, good morning to you from Indonesia. All right. Now, before we start this morning session, remember, guys, it's very important to do your risk assessment. You cannot just trade without putting risk at the very beginning. And if you don't do that, very high chance you'll just lose your capital. All right, this is very important, yeah? Okay, so what is happening around the whole world right now, I think y'all should know that, again, as expected, our Donald Trump and friends have decided to do something with Iran, or the other way around. All right, and that causes the stock market to have a bit of tumble this morning and yesterday. So let me bring you to CNBC. Just a minute to bring you to the latest news available. Okay, so for CNBC, what do we have? First of all, you can see the oil price has went up. All right, oil have gained 2% at Mid-East tension and Hormuz toll prospect rise, raise supply. Sorry. So again, I'm spot on. I mentioned to you that oil price will be going up from $68, and oil price really went up to $70, $72, $75, and this morning $80. So if you have buy oil with me at $68 today, you have made $12 from there. That's about $1,200 if you're talking about per contract value, right? So congratulations to all the people who follow in. And of course, I explained to you why is that so later. And basically now, Donald Trump has proposed a 20% toll on cargo through Strait of Hormuz to restart the Iran blockage once again. So basically, whatever ceasefire they've been talking has been redundant. All right. And this time around, it's seemingly Donald Trump is saying that he will not actually give in anymore. But we all know that the fact is that he gave in. Okay. So all right, all I can say is this. Now, guys, I told you to avoid SpaceX, and I told you SpaceX will go back down to the IPO price of $135. I already warned you on this, so hopefully you heed to my advice not to buy SpaceX. I'll put it in later on to talk about it. SpaceX here. Okay, and let me see. Anything else? I think that will be all. Okay, now if you would like to look for real-time, immediate market news, go for this, financialjuice.com. All right. Now you can just download the app. The app is really very good. Okay. All right. This Financial Juice will give you immediate information. All right. As can I get off this first? Yeah. Okay. It'll give you the real-time financial market. All right, the news are really very fast. That means that if the news come out now, within less than 1 minute, the news will be available over here. Less than 1 minute, of course, I'll give you a very long time, but it's better than CNBC, better than Bloomberg, better than anything else. So financialjuice.com is available on the app. So download the app, is better and faster. Okay. All right. Please go and do that. Now, tonight we have the CPI data. Tonight we have the CPI data. Okay. We all know that. And also we will have the very important Kevin Walsh will be talking with and testifying at the committee. Yeah. So guys, get this on. Okay. I will later do this for my online version. Okay. All right. So get this up. Okay. Now the next thing is this. I told you about SpaceX, right? Let me bring to you the SpaceX right now. SpaceX has a short form for that. Anyone can tell me? What's the short form? I can't remember suddenly. Shouldn't be so difficult. SPCX. Okay, thank you. Yes, thank you very much. From Vietnam, yeah? Okay, thank you. See? All right, so this is the line that I draw for you guys 2 weeks ago. I told you very, very clearly that I expected SpaceX shares to come down. So at about 185, I agree call for sell. And I told you that it'll come back down to the start of the IPO price, right? Exactly perfect. And then it tried to recover to about 170. And I told you guys, once the market breaks below 150, it will go back to the IPO price, right, at 135. And exactly this has happened. So again and again, this is what I say experience. Now, being a trader for more than 27 years, I really understand how the market works. I understand how the big boy play this game. And I told you guys to avoid this counter at all costs, because we all know that the float in the market is more than 20%. Now, normally the float in the market is about 10% available for public, while this time around they give more than 20%. And the second thing is that this company haven't made money yet. As a matter of fact, itself, right, for every $10 they're spending, they only make $1 at the moment right now. So the current valuation itself is nowhere near $135. Okay. If you ask me, this stock, right, very simple. Let's do the maths together. Okay, guys, let's do it together. Yeah, I'll show you. Very simple mathematics. You follow me right now. Okay, so let's just do the maths here. Okay, so let me just bring it in this. Wait, hold on. Okay, so this is the price range indicator. Just press it up, and you can see the highest point here, right? So we all know that SpaceX went up by 50% of $75. Okay, so now the thing is this: if the market want to go crazy, you can see I draw for you already, right? All right, the market by right, this is 130, this is $150, and it went up to the high of 225, so up by $75. So by right itself, you take 150 minus $75, you get $75. Yes. Okay. Oops. Wow. Sorry. Bad drawing here. So which means that there is a potential that you will see the SpaceX share coming down to about $75. Okay. Now, $84 is something that I basically think that will be a good level to buy back. But since the mathematics tell me this, we can see $75. So it's either you're going to see at $84 as a base or $75 as a base. Now, once you actually see the SpaceX shares hitting $84 to $75, you can try to buy some over there. I repeat, if the share price do come down to 84 or $75, I don't know when would that be, maybe 3 months, 4 months down the road, I don't know, then you can look for a buy over here if you're really interested to buy some SpaceX share. Now, I believe that this share is a good buy, but not at this price. I think 84 to $75, I will look to buy. Okay, all clear? All clear is somewhere at press number 1 right now. Okay. So if you think that SpaceX, if you want to buy, you can buy, but I think 84 to 75 will be my price to buy. Now, of course, you will say, KL, how can the price come down to so low, right? It's not possible. Well, if you look at all the past IPO, all the big one like Meta, all right, they also went through this phase. All right, they went through this phase. If you don't believe me, you can open the beta. You can take a look. Okay, just to give a quick one for today. Okay, Meta. That'll be a long, long while ago. Okay, if you scroll down, scroll the day chart, and then you go back to where it started many, many years ago. I don't know whether they have this amalgamation for the stock already, because we know Meta has went through some form of this stock share, is it? If I'm not wrong. You see, everybody? You see this is Meta? You see now? Back in 2012, when Meta opened, yes, indeed, you see Meta, right? I remember quite clearly, Meta opened at about $45, I remember something like that, and the share price go down all the way to a low of how much? It's below $20. So if you look at the opening price, it's like here, it's about $43. Then if you divide by 2, you get about 21, right? And that is where the market was. Can you see? All right. So that is why I can tell you that there will be such movement in the market eventually, but it's not immediate. You see, the thing, the IPO is June. The only thing happened nearly is in September. That's about 3 months down the road. There was a reprieve here at about $25 and went up to back to about $30. So this is something that is kind of expected now. SpaceX come down to 135, maybe rebound back to 165, hang around there, then come down. Okay. So guys, if you are looking at this thing, I think that maybe you wait for September or August, where you can see SpaceX coming down lower to about $84 to $75, then you go and buy. Okay. All right. All clear? If all clear, press the word SpaceX. Okay. I want you to write the word SpaceX with me so you understand that today we did talk about SpaceX with 109 people online, knowing that where to go, following the script of Meta. Now, of course, you say, but KEL, but Meta is doing this social media. SpaceX is space exploration. It's a different thing. Now, no matter how different it is, the way things move is always the same. The market always do the same, because the time Meta came out, the valuation was something very similar to SpaceX. Overvalued, really, but the price very, very high, despite that the earnings wasn't there at all. Okay. Thank you very much for those who write for me. Appreciate that. Okay, so that done with the US stocks, yeah? Okay, let's look at the market. You're waiting for me. Wow, the internet is so good. Okay. Okay, let's look at gold this morning. All right, gold this morning, we know that it's a sell. Why it was a sell, right? Yesterday, with more than 80 people in Cambodia, I did a session with them. I told them the reason, so I do it for you again. So first of all, guys, this is actually a K trend. Can you see this? This guy, this yellow cluster over here, the two of them versus the four of them. This is a yellow, it's a K trend. Now, K trend, we call it, now we have a new name for it. It's K trend is the name, but we call it as KT, all right? KT, make it easier. Now, why is that so? Because my friend from China, to pronounce K trend is a little bit difficult for them. So we make it simple. It's called KT. So when you see KT, we know that this is K trend. And that is why yesterday we have a sell in gold. And I mentioned to everybody that gold will be coming down because we have the KSI red with KCX blue. And very importantly, it's out, right? The market's coming down because now oil price is going up. Now, when oil price go up, gold price will come down. This one we'll talk about this. So this morning, oil price went up $80, and that's why gold price went down, right? Now, oil price come off from $80, and that's why gold now recover from the bottom. So it's very simple. You see oil and see gold, they really move inversely today. So now what you do is this: if you buy gold, you sell oil. If you sell oil, you buy gold. All right, you buy oil, you sell gold. All right, very simple, right? Or you know, just look at gold and oil. They actually work really opposite direction at the moment right now. Now, normally it's not like that. Normally they move together, but again, because the market just want to play with it right now, they tell you now it's inverse direction. So a while later, remember, yeah, a while later it will change again. You see oil and gold going together again. So this is why the financial market is never a 1 + 1 = 2 equation. It can be 1 + 1 today, it can be 1 + 1 today, it can be 1 + 1 today, but then again, the next day, suddenly 1 + 3, 1 + 1 = 3. So this is why a lot of people realize that they cannot make money from the financial market because they don't follow whatever the boys want you to do. So the best way is this, just follow the OP rule and then you're fine, all right? Okay, let's go deeper right now. So now we know that the K trend is going down, and we have a diamond line that gives us a very sure sell. So what's next? The market must go below OP. The OP today is 4006, okay? 4006. And where are we right now? 4013. So now it's above OP. So if it's above OP, you cannot sell, right? Now this morning you sell is correct, but now you cannot sell. If you want to sell, then wait for KTR plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, much higher. Then use KT, which is K trend, to sell from the top if you really want to do that. But when you're doing that, please remember to reduce your lot size, because when you sell from the top, you need to reduce your lot size, okay? Now let's go to the 5-minute chart. Wow, the internet here is fantastic. So that means that Zoom can still use, yeah? It's actually my fault at home. Okay, all right. So now let's take a look at what happened this morning for gold. Gold this morning breaks below OP, but you couldn't sell until here because that is where the market turns to red candle. So once you go below OP and red candle, we are supposed to sell. And of course, when the KSI come in to sell, the market really go down the first wave. Then suddenly there was a double diamond, and you have the line here, right? But you notice that the market couldn't stay above the OP. It couldn't go above OP, and immediately the share price come back down again, and the gold price come back down again and trigger KTR -1. But if you look carefully, my friends, look carefully, you will know that the KSI was green already. Now, I told you guys, KSI is a very powerful indicator. You really must understand how to use it to the maximum. So look at it. The market is red candle, but the KSI is green. So at this junction here itself, right, you should actually book your profit already. Something is wrong. Why is the price coming down and yet the KSI is green? So this should be in your mind when you are seeing gold, and then you should know that if it's short in the market, you should consider to buy back some position. Clear? If all clear, press number 3 right now. Now, it's very important to remember that you must always look at the KSI, look at the price action, and ask yourself a question. So when the market again tried to break below the KTR -1, but the KSI, if you look carefully, the KSI actually turns green, and still the green still surging higher. That is another very dangerous sign. And truth be told, the next moment the markets have to stay above the KTR -1 and recover all the way to OP. Now look carefully. The market did come down after that from OP, but look at the KSI. Oh gosh, the KSI hardly turned red. And that is why once it turned back to yellow again, boom, look at it. So it's very clear the KTR +1 most likely will hit. So 4022, KTR +1 most likely will be triggered later in the afternoon. Or if it can, even can maybe before 12 noon, it may be traded already, yeah? So guys, take out for this. Gold may likely be trading towards 4022. Okay, it's a very high chance. Now, as long as oil is coming down, 4022 is very possible. So if you want to look at gold going up, you need to see the oil price coming down, okay? All right, I'm gonna do a small little buy on oil gold right now live in front of you. I'll take some profit at 4021. Okay, all right. Now again, if you want to do that, you can do. But if of course you say no, you think that gold's gonna come down, then leave it alone. Yeah. Okay. All clear. All right. Very good. Let's just continue the next market right now. Okay. Let's look at my oil. Okay. Okay. So let's look at the oil and the KSI, and this is so important. So first of all, what makes me to buy oil recently? Now, very important thing is that when the oil price was coming down, I was watching it every day. Okay, that's one thing that I was watching for. Then after that, we noticed that the KCX here, the KCX was the biggest somewhere around here. Can you see that? Then gradually it started to get smaller. The KCX got smaller. So that gave me a little bit of feel that the market could be bottoming out soon. Because I told you, right, guys, fundamentally, If there's going to be an economy that's good, according to Donald Trump and friends, then by right, crude oil should be in demand. And also the other thing is this, as we all know right now, that this Strait of Hormuz has never been settled. And we can see that the last 2 weeks, right, there were a lot of this undercurrent between Donald Trump, White House, and Iran. So nonetheless, the main thing that drive me in was when I saw the doji here, okay? And then the next day, it's a DJDD day. Go and check the market. We'll talk. I did talk about that, DJDD. And because it's DJDD with a yellow candle and the KSI eventually turning green, that was the start of the buy signal. Can you see that? So that is whereby the oil price goes up and we made the first round of money from $68 all the way to $72. Congratulations. So what really made me very, very excited was that 2 days later, oil price came back down on a Friday. And again, if you look carefully, it is a doji. Yes, it's another doji. Now think about this. Doji actually tells you that the market is undecided and waiting for direction. But you can see for 2 time doji, every time got doji, the market actually chose to go up. Can you see that? The market actually chose to go up from both doji incident. So that basically gave me a very good feel about this market. So now where am I aiming for? KCB 81.30. Can you see that? Okay, I draw for you again. KCB, yeah, at $81.30. Now, if the gold oil price continue to go up, $81.30 will be the first target that oil should be going. So if the oil go up to 81.30, gold price will come down. Yeah, gold price now is already 401817. Yeah, I some buy already, make some money already. I'm doing it live right now with everybody online. So this is very powerful confidence. Yeah. Okay. Now everybody watch this. This is very important. Yeah. Now I'm gonna clear my screen. I'll take a picture of this first. Okay, just give me a minute. Okay. Now, okay, watch this, guys. Okay. Now, if oil price goes up to 81.30, it's going to be very near to MA 200. Now, the market has already crossed MA 30 without even blinking an eye. It did not stop there. It just go past it and then now stay above the short-term MA. So that means that the market itself is genuinely really want to buy. So now the market longer, bigger trend is 81.80. So guys, I'm gonna say this up front here. Now I expect to be seeing some resistance around here. I expect when the oil price hit 81.80, it will stop there. It may pull back. It is possible. So I suspect that this will happen. The oil price will go up first and then hang around there for a few days before it decide. Now, if the market really go past the MA 200 by then firmly, then I'm going to say that we're going to see this $86.88. It's a very, very nice number. 8688. Fat look fat fat. Yeah, look fat fat meaning all the way success or prosperity. So I think it's a very good ominous number. So I think we should really try to look at it. All right. So oil price going to 86.80. Then what will happen to gold price? Well, that's a big problem. Now, if oil price go to 86.80, then gold price will go back down to 39 plus. It's very, very possible. Yeah. So guys, don't take note of that. Yeah. I saw someone writing it in Vietnamese already. Yeah. Okay. All right. So take note, yeah, if oil price goes up, 86.80 will be the target that I think it will go. But do expect to see some strong resistance at $81.30. Expect a lot of fight around here. Will not be that easy. Okay. All right. So if all is clear, okay, if all is clear, write number 4 right now in the comment box. Okay, number 4. Okay, now gold next KCB is 3933. 3933. Wait, yeah. Okay, 3933 is the next KCB. So traders do watch out for that 3933. So this is possible. So guys, or 3925, 3933, right? Okay, so you look carefully, this is what gold went through right now. Gold basically now is trading at 4016. And I say if now oil price is at $79, make it easy. Gold is at 40.10, easier, round down, round up. So if oil price go to $86, then gold price should be coming down to at least 3900 level. Okay, so take note there. If the gold price, oil price go from $79 all the way to $86, up by $7, mathematically, then we'll see gold price coming down from 4010 down to all the way to 3900. I will do a simple measurement later, and I'll update through Telegram, WhatsApp, and this Zalo later. Okay, I'll do a simple analysis. All right, wait for me. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that is the gold outlook. Okay. And last but not least, I think you're waiting for is that to look at the Dow Jones, right? Now, personally, I feel that the Dow Jones is going to go down. I already told you guys. Why is that so? Because I told you based on my calculation in the preview, I say the Dow will hit 53,400. Okay, wait, we'll get to mute everybody. Okay, done. Okay, now the high of Dow Jones, right? Let's take a look at high. The high of Dow Jones was 53,335. Yes, the highest price for Dow is 53,335. My target was 53,400, so it's pretty accurate already. Okay, so now the thing is this: is this a KT? Everybody, take a look. Is this a KT? Yes, right. It is a KT. KT means K trend. Yeah, it's a KT. So that means that if today, if the market trade below OP and red candles sell, but because the KSI now is still green, right? That means the selling is not going to be strong. It will take some time. Now, if the market later on, if the KSI turn red color, oh my God, that will be a very huge sell signal. So I believe that today the market should be able to get some support at around here. 52,186. I think that should be the maximum for the downside if everything goes okay. But if let's say oil price go past $80, that will give a lot of pressure to the financial market. Then there is a potential for the Dow to break down to 51,801. So that means we're talking about another 160-point drop. And of course, the next one will be quite crazy. The next one is 50,858. Okay, so this one a little bit far away, but that is my target. I strongly believe that in the next 2 to 3 weeks time, the Dow Jones most likely will pull back to around here, 50,800 to even 50,000. It is possible. Yeah. So you guys see what Kevin Walsh will say in the meeting, and we also see how the gold and oil perform. So if oil price goes up, gold price come down, US stock market also will come down, right? Very, very important. All right, the other market that I want you to take a look is NASDAQ. I think NASDAQ has some big issue. The NASDAQ, I'll show you the 5-minute chart later, yeah? Okay, so first of all, same thing, right? There's no K trend here. Now, the market closes here, the market closes near the high, which is higher than here. So there's no K trend over here. Please remember that not every day have K trend, yeah? But we have a 4 diamond. A 4 diamond, and it comes with the KCL. Can you see that? It comes with KCL. So when a 4 diamond draw is a KCL line too, you can see that yesterday the market really couldn't go past the KCL, and then that was a sell. And the KSI turned red. Okay, when you see this a hybrid, just don't just change the time frame from day chart back to 5-minute. If it's a 5-minute chart having issue, then change the day chart to 5-minute. Yeah. Okay, let's change it back. Okay, then the KSI settled. Okay, can you see the color back to normal? Okay, so what happened is this: yesterday the market have KSI from red to green, from green to red. Market go below KCL, but very, very importantly, it went below the MA30. Now, going below MA30 is always a sell signal. It's always a sell signal. So traders, you need to really watch out for that. Very important. Okay. So now the thing is this. Now the market is trying to test 29,148. It's trying to test it right now, but you can see that it couldn't go down. So if the market really go down below 29,114, then I can very, very certain to tell you that we're going to see this. That's 28,424. Okay, guys. So take note of this. If the market do sell 28,424, it is very possible. And that is from where we are right now, almost about 700 points away. Yeah. So this one a bit far. Okay. Right. Last one, Bitcoin. Now, I already given you the heads up that Bitcoin, be careful. We're giving you the view. Now, let me just double check on the KCB, on the pivot. Okay. Okay, the pivot I didn't put it in for Bitcoin. There we go. Now, this is the Bitcoin pivot today. Pivot 1, 64,000. Pivot 2, 61,000. So now with the KSI, the rate is so strong. There's a very high chance if the market go below the MA30, we're going to see the market coming down to the pivot 1, pivot 2 at 61,438. Okay, so where are we right now? 62,000. So to drop another almost 800, 900 point, then we can see the market coming down to here. Okay, all right, so that is Bitcoin. Just now I supposed to show you an MA trade. Which one was that? I suddenly just cannot remember. Which was the MA trade I need to show to you? Was it Dow Jones? Let me just, Dow Jones, right? Oh, sorry, something caught my mind. No, that's not Dow Jones. That means is oil, yeah, bond. Not oily. Oh gosh, okay, there is a Bitcoin fish. Was it gold? Oh gosh, I forget. Oh, Nasdaq. Okay, Nasdaq. All right, Nasdaq triggered the MA, right? Yeah, here the MA was triggered here. Not really, I can't remember it. Okay, all right. Anyway, guys, I think that today gold will test KTR plus 1 later on. And once you test KTR plus 1, and if the oil price start to go back up again, back to say $9, then gold will come back down. Yeah, so be very, very careful. I'm going to say this one more time for those who couldn't get it. Listen carefully. I don't want you to be caught on the wrong side of the market because money is very important. We just need to keep it properly and safely. Yeah. Okay, so what we see right now, oil, gold price this morning. Gold price this morning open, go down first, touch KTR. Market come down, KSI very green, so the market go up, understandable. Market come back down again, the KSI retain as green, the market found base, go up again. So now I think the gold is going to test the KTR plus 1 at 4022. All right, but do not put your TP there. Put your TP at 4021 will be good enough. Okay. All right. So wish you all the best, guys, and hopefully all of you can make money from this gold trade. And of course, if you make money, please post in all the different group chats that you're in right now. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. Take care. KEL signing off. Bye-bye.